Hello everyone around the world, I am the Zebra94 for TTTV F1 Racing. We're here for TTL Formula 1 Division for Season 10 of Round 5, brought to you by WeakWiFiSolutions.com. Do you play or stream on Wi-Fi? Well, if you're having troubles with it, Weak Wi-Fi Solutions is the place for you. Connectivity and Gaming Solutions website that advertise selection of devices that can strengthen your internet connection and reduce lag and buffering for a better online experience. They also have a decent selection of other gaming accessories on there, such as controllers, headsets, steering wheels, gaming routers, and links to pre-order the F1 2018 game as well as other upcoming releases. Check out their website at WeakWiFiSolutions.com for more info. Thank you to our sponsors for sponsoring all of Season 10 for TTL F1. And we are underway for one-shot qualifying. Again, round 5 here at the Spanish Grand Prix. 25% race distance, one-shot qualifying. Crazy Legs is already out. And Pastel's already out as well. So we are focusing on Spike UK. We're going to be kind of highlighting him. But there's the battle up top between Lambo, Mays, Sinclair, Zexer. Spike jumps up to 4th. On board with him. Kind of getting a little bit of a lag. There we go, that's better. Oh, and Darren Sinclair takes it for a spin. Spinning the back wheels a little bit. And Blizzard, he's down in 15th position. Gonna jump up to Squeezy now as he makes his way through the technical section as Zexer retires from qualifying. He's going to go around the last corner. Will he be able to beat Lambo? No, he does not. He actually finishes 3rd as Lambo will get the pole position, followed by Maze, Squeezy, Poe, Spike, Ollie, Sean, Steph, Siege, Allen. I'm very surprised to see Blizzard all the way down at the very bottom. So it's going to be very fun to see him catch up to the group. He absolutely destroyed it last week, winning 2 out of the first 4 rounds. So let's wait for that. We will pull up the points. We'll go over that for the driver standings. So the driver standings after round 4 are as follows. Blizzard with 83 points in first place. Lambo second with 67. Squeezy third with 41. Spike in 4th with 40. Crazy Legs 5th with 33. Poe 6th place in points with 24. Siege 22 points in 7th. Sheo, he will not be here today. He is at work. So Sheo will be placed in 8th so far at 20 points. Ollie P 16 points in 9th. Mays 10th with 13 points. And Light E44 11th with 12 points. Weed Nation 12th with 11 points. Zexter, Mystery Man, and Steph all tied for 13th with 6 points apiece. Alan K in 16th and tied with Sean with 2 points each. So we're going to be going over the starting grid for the Spanish Grand Prix. Starting on pole is going to be Lambo, very strong runner to pass the opening 4 rounds. So can you continue this through kind of this the second half of the second part of the first half of the season? So we'll see how he does here tonight. Next to him is going to be TTG Maze. He'll be starting in 2nd, and the Mercedes. Squeezy and the Haas will be 3rd. Poe in 4th. Right behind him, Spike in the Sauber. He'll be starting at P5. Ollie P will be starting the McLaren. Sean, 7th in the Ferrari. Steph will be 8th in the Mercedes. Siege, 9th in the McLaren. Allen, 10th in the Renault. Blaster in the Red Bull. He'll be starting 11th position. And we have Weed Nation. He's going to be in the Renault as well. There he is in that, looks like black and green, red and green helmet. He'll be starting 12th. Darren Sinclair will be starting 13th in the Williams. Blizzard starting pretty far back, so he's used to being up in the front, but he's going to have to work his way up through the field. He'll be starting 14th. Zexer got disqualified from the qualifying for, I'm sure, cutting some corners accidentally, maybe running a little bit wide than Pastels. Also getting himself disqualified from the one-shot qualifying. He'll be starting 16th, and starting last will be Crazy Legs, the Chinese Grand Prix winner, I believe, if I am correct. So drivers are lining up. We're getting ready to go green flag racing. So here we go, 5 red lights for the Spanish Grand Prix. And we are green for 17 laps around Catalonia, Spain, as Lambo getting the early lead. There you see this Air Force India making it 3 wide as they go into turn 1. They split all the way down, and Squeezy going around the outside. Maze gets dropped down 2 positions. Poe moves up to 3rd. Spike and Ollie, they're kind of battling it out as they go up the hill side by side around that long right-hand corner. They got fresh-ish tires. So, we're getting a major lag spike from everyone. And Spike goes off into the gravel. He's going to get shuffled back into last place. Then we're going to start making our way up. Blizzard makes his way up. He's already up in P8 on board with Allen. Can he stay with the Season 9 champion? Look back, getting pressure from Siege as well. Beautiful shot of the cars going by, but Blizzard's going to make his way. We're going to ride on board with him. He's side by side with Sean in the Ferrari. Sean having the preferred inside line, but it looks like the Blizzard's going to throw his car on the outside, hopefully to make it stick. Still side by side going through this very tight, complex section, and Blizzard getting the pass done. Already Blizzard by the end of the first lap moved up 7 positions. It's like he's racing with AI or something. This is absolutely amazing, just cutting through the field like it's no one's business. So Lambo's going to have some very, very stiff competition as Lambo leads the first lap. And now Blizzard is on his way to go up to the top 10. We have a battle between Siege and Weed Nation here, side by side. Weed Nation getting the edge over Siege. Right behind them, it's Crazy Legs and Siege. So Siege kind of falling back now. Crazy Legs having the preferred inside line. And he gets the pass done. Oh, but Weed Nation looks like he gets in the gravel trap and loses his front wing. He's going to go the whole entire way around. So unfortunate for him. Made some terrific passes, but just couldn't get his car to stick. And he's going to have to pit. And that's pretty much his race done and over. Don't blame him if he wants to retire and prepare himself for the next upcoming race. So Lambo still continues to lead, followed by Squeezy, Poe, Maze, and Ollie. And this is where the battle is going to happen. And back here as we're on board with Maze, we see Ollie putting pressure, and Maze's teammate Steph behind them as well. Lambo setting a fast time, 1:21.024. Where is Blizzard at? There he is. He's caught up to the back of the pack. Trying to get into the draft of Steph. Trying to slingshot his way around and see Steph taking the defensive line. And Weed Nation has retired. Yeah, he just parked it, so unfortunate for him. So he's going to, I'm assuming, practice a little bit for the next race coming up right after this at Monaco. And I believe it's a night race at Monaco too, so actually be my first commentating a night race there, so that's going to be fun and exciting, I think. But then again, it is Monaco, so we're going to have an exciting first lap and just a train as Crazy Lake's trying to go on the inside of Alan. Alan's teammate out of the race, unfortunately. On board with him, looking back, Crazy Lake's really putting some pressure on him. There's Siege, he's trying to get into the points as well, followed by Darren Sinclair behind him. So we have nice little battles everywhere as Ollie's the first one to go into the pits. So he's going to fall down quite a bit of the ways, but trying to get the undercut to work for him. Maybe potentially even try to get a podium, so we'll see how all that works out. It's a beautiful shot looking back on the rear wing, looking back at Crazy Legs and Siege and Sinclair trying to hunt him down. As looks like Blizzard got around Steph not too long ago, so Steph trying to get his position back. Blizzard started on the medium, so he'll be good until near the end, it looks like. And he's probably just going to throw on the softs and take it on home. I'm going to go up to the front now. This is the battle for 4th place. Darren Sinclair has retired from the race. What happened to him? Ooh, he bent it. Looks like Crazy Legs kind of caught up in it too. So there had been some contact as when they got up the hill, kind of go around the cresting right hander. So unfortunate for him, but he's going to be out of the race as well. We're going to go ahead and watch these two do battle. Sarah Force India against Haas. Lambo in the pink car, Squeezy in the black, gray, and silver. It's like Squeezy really getting a tighter line around that corner to really kind of close in the gap just a bit. He's still quite a bit of a ways down. We're going to focus on Blizzard now as he continues to tear his way through the field. As he's going to try to make his pass on Maze. See if we can get it done on the home stretch. DRS is activated. Better line out, looks like that. Blizzard getting a better run for sure. DRS is open, so let's see if Maze is going to defend that inside line or not. Or just going to keep it nice and cool. There goes Blizzard, the lunge on the inside. Maze has his nose stuck out, and an easy overtake for Blizzard, like taking candy from a baby. So he moves up to 4th place, and with the tires he started on, he's going to be able to easily take the lead and really go the distance. So Blizzard is absolutely just killing it here today. So Lambo and Squeezy, they have to watch out, as well as Poe, excuse me, that Blizzard is indeed coming. But here we go. This is the battle for 8th, 9th, and 10th. Or 7th through 10th, excuse me. He's on board with Alan. He's trying to catch up to the train of cars ahead of him. He will be a DRS. Oh, close between Spike and Sean. This is a nice, tight, very fun battle to watch. Watch these mid-pack guys just duke it out for as many points as they can get. And Squeezy into the pits as well. We'll get a little bit loose there. We're going to throw on the stops display. There's the Ollie P. He's the first one to go in of the leaders. So he's on fresher tires. Haven't really been seeing them. Well, he has been making up a little bit of ground on Crazy Legs. Beautiful drag racing in turn 1 side by side with Sean and Spike. Looks like Spike is going to get the better deal of it. Alan Kay, what happened to him? He was up there and looks like he just lost control of his car at some point. Here comes Siege. He's trying to look on the inside, trying to get a tire line out. Now Spike really trying to distance himself now. It looks like he's doing so successfully, already 0.8 up on Siege. Now Siege trying to defend from behind him as Squeezy's looking to make a move. And Lambo now in the pits. Actually a really nice, tight, steady, consistent line from Siege. You see Sean kind of struggling through this section here. It is very difficult. I do agree, and Sean's going to dive into the pits. That's going to leave Siege open to take the spot away. And what else do we have in store? Lambo coming out. Let's see what position he comes out. He's going to get ahead of Siege. It looks like that he will. He throws on the medium tires. 10 laps to go. He's going to easily take that all the way home. Move up to Blizzard now. Slowly closing to 1 second to Poe, as Poe is leading this race now. Remember, Poe still has to pit. He's on the soft tires. 6 drivers have yet to pit. And Poe goes in. So Blizzard is now going to be all by himself out in the open. You know he's going to be pushing as hard as he can, so when he does pit, he's going to re-emerge as the later set is pitting as well. But what about Spike? Spike's going to stay out for a little bit longer. He is on the medium, so expect him to go around the same time that Blizzard does. What about Siege? He's going to stay out as well because he's on the mediums as well. Crazy Legs, he's going to head on in. Probably throw on some soft, maybe. So Poe comes out ahead of everyone. Oh, not of everyone, my mistake. The Lambo comes ahead of Squeezy. I know that Lambo is about 12-13 seconds behind the leader. So it's going to be a drag race to see who's going to get what position once pit stops are all said and done. Caution in Sector 3 as Crazy Legs goes into pit. Siege catch up to Squeezy? I don't think so. Not with those old mediums on. It's about time that he pits in about 2 or 3 laps times at most. This is Maze and Ollie P. So Blizzard going into the pit, so we're actually gonna follow Lambo around. Let's see where he will get out at. We're going to switch over to Blizzard as he slowly makes his way. Spike following him into the pits as well. And Lambo's going to take the lead. How far out is Blizzard? He's going to drop down to second. But where is Poe? Here comes Poe. Can he retake third position? It's going to be close. On board with him. And he's just not going to have enough room. Blizzard just gets out in front of him in time. Blizzard on the soft tires is going to have to hold on for 8 laps, but Lambo is going to be taking the lead of the Spanish Grand Prix. It's going to be up to Blizzard to basically make up 6 seconds, 6-7 seconds in 8 laps time. So he's fast. I don't think he's that fast though, because you know Squeezy and Lambo are pretty consistent as well. On board with Maze. He's right behind Ollie P. This is the battle for 5th position. following this battle, looking on that Blizzard has been slowly catching up. Just amazing just how quick this guy is. It's going to be a very hard force to stop for sure, and he's playing fast and consistent, so it's one thing where you're just, you know, fast, but you're kind of reckless. And he is just so good at what he does. Already 6 seconds behind, so he very well could catch up to a second a lap, it's looking like, on those softs. Just really, really pushing to the end. We're going to go down to Crazy Legs. And Zexter, they're battling out. This is for 11th and 10th. It's for the last spot for points. So Crazy Legs really throwing his car in there, getting a little bit loose, trying to accelerate, trying to get as much power out as he can. Didn't exactly have the best start that he wanted to, but he's just fingertips away from scoring well in the points. And the DRS Lambo set fast time, 120.656. I think Blizzard's going to set, yep, there he goes, 119.367, so already a second behind Squeezy, now about 5 seconds behind Lambo. Absolutely insane. We'll go to the battle if it ever gets closer. Looks like Crazy Legs going to make the pass on Zexter, as Crazy Legs kind of bouncing off the curbs there a bit. DRS is activated for Crazy Legs. Looking on the inside, and looks like he's going to get the pass done. Holds him off. Beautiful overtake. Now we're going to go up to the two Haas teammates, Squeezy and Blizzard. Squeezy just may let Blizzard through, just have DRS and not going to fight his teammate, and that's going to be an easy overtake for Blizzard as he gets his eyes set on Lambo, who is 4.5 seconds off. Or up the road, rather. Just 6 laps to go. Is it possible? We'll see. We'll be checking back in with those guys in just a bit, as Spike and Steph trade places there for a second. So Spike now up to 7th, Steph back down to 8th. Really fell back behind, almost losing his rear wheels coming out of that very tight little chicane section. A maze on Ollie P now. Really pushing. These guys have been kind of on and off, or they've been within striking range of each other for quite a good chunk of this race. So May's really trying to push, really trying to get that top 5 position. Spike with a 3-second time penalty, that's gonna hurt him just a bit. He may end up falling down to 7th position. There's actually Spike in the background slowly catching up to Maze and Ollie P. Zexer with a 3-second time penalty. That's not going to help his chances of getting into the points. 4 laps to go here in the Spanish Grand Prix. We'll be right back. I will go grab myself a drink of water. We are following the battle between Ollie P, Maze, and Spike, so I'll be right back. Alright, and we're back. So it looks like coming back, I definitely missed an overtake. Spike getting past Mays. And Spike has that 3-second penalty that he's going to have to serve towards the end. Blizzard has definitely caught up 2 seconds down with 3 laps to go. So, like I said before, he's nailing that 1 second a lap mark that he needs to get. So, I wonder what happened to Mays when I was gone. If anyone's available to message in chat, please let me know. Spike now trying to make a move on Ollie P. Ollie P's been really great as far as defending his position, doing everything that he can, but Spike is just trying his absolute best. I think he might try to take an inside dive, looking on the inside. Can he get it to stick? Looks like a small smidgen bit of contact, but Spike getting the preferred line. He's kind of hops over the curb there, and he's going to get 5th place. So he's been slowly climbing up as well. A very strong, consistent driver. You might see a handful of wins maybe from him this year as he gets a little loose there. May have been the camera angle there. Kind of how it was angled at the slope. And now he's really pushing. I don't really see him catching up 7 seconds to Poe in 4th place, but it's a pretty strong run up actually. Back up to where he was, so Blizzard moving up 12 spots, Crazy Legs moving up 7, Zexer up 4, Passels 1, and then either everyone, and then the people who did moved down a lot, like May starting in 2nd, he's now down to 7th, and Sean starting in 7th, now down to 13th. But everyone else kind of finishing where they started. It's actually kind of odd to see. We're going to go up to Blizzard now. He's now 1.5 seconds back. We're shortly closing in on 1 lap to go for the Spanish Grand Prix. There we see Lambo just needs to hold on for 1 more second. 1.5 seconds back. It's going to be very close. Allen with the 3-second time penalty, that's not going to... Well, he's not going to score any points anyway, so he's going to drop down to 13th. It's like just... Blizzard is just faster than everyone. Like, it's crazy how the open lap looks like everyone just kind of stood still and Blizzard just took off, gaining 7 positions in 1 lap. This type of stuff that you do in like career mode or just a regular race or something, that's insane. It's going to be close. Poe with a 3-second time penalty. Ooh, he's got to be careful. But then again, Spike has a 3-second time penalty, so he should be fine. Just a handful of corners left. Can Lambo take it? 2 corners left. Blizzard is just right there. It's going to be close. Come around the last corner. Where is he at? It's going to be Lambo. And he's going to win the Spanish Grand Prix with Blizzard right behind him. If he had 1 more lap, I think it might have been Blizzard's race. But very, very close. Squeezy's going to come across in 3rd. Passel's being a lap down. And 15th. Poe is going to be scored as 4th. Spike will be coming across the line in 5th, but can Ollie P catch up that 3 seconds, or is he going to be... No, he's actually going to finish in 6th, so Spike is going to get the 5th place. Mays in 7th, Steph in 8th, so we're 7 and 8. Siege coming across the line in 9th, and Crazy Legs. Great drive back up to the points. He's going to be starting, or he's going to be finishing in 10th place with Zexer as they crash. In 11, so just outside the points, couldn't make it. And then Allen, he's got that 3-second time penalty, so he's actually going to be put down, looks like, into 13th position. No, never mind. Jesus. And then Plaster, the last one to finish. Wall of cars. As we go to the podium celebration. Boss drivers up on the podium, but it's going to be a above the off drivers as they spray the champagne, but they can't celebrate for too long. They got to get ready for the next upcoming race. So a great drive by all the drivers, only a handful of people who got penalties, so great job on them for keeping it rather clean, and really no DNFs except one, which would be Weed Nation and Sinclair, so make that 2. So Lambo, Blizzard, Squeezy is going to be your podium, followed by Poe, Spike, Ollie, Maze, Steph, Siege, and Crazy Legs as your top 10, scoring all points, and then Zexer just outside. But that's going to be it for round 5. Round 6 coming up in just a matter of minutes, so stay tuned. Subscribe to TTTV F1 if you haven't already. If you enjoyed the race, give us a like. Smash that like button, and we will see you very, very soon for round 6.